sorry about that. We were having some technical difficulties, but there are people out here that are saying that this is the beginning of a time where they can actually be compliant with the law, that they can be citizens who are obedient out here on the streets celebrating the end of what they call persecution. Although they say that this is once...
We'll check in with Monique later, but I think you get the point here. Some people celebrating the passing of Initiative 502 by lighting up outside the HempFest headquarters.
And this is now outside the Space Needle. A few folks have gathered there as well, and so you can see this is a part of the recognition, again, that small amounts of pot in private. Remember, this is outside. This is still illegal, regardless of what the new law says for recreational marijuana use here in the state. But some folks celebrating over at the Space Needle as well, letting everyone know they're happy about the changes there.
Okay, that's another interesting element to this. Amy Clancy is in Bellevue, and she's with some people who are hoping to turn pot into big business. Amy.
That's right, Angela, and we are inside, so anything that happens within these walls is legal tonight. But the folks here are celebrating the business opportunities of this brand new industry. So let's take a look at the video that was shot just at the stroke of midnight. As soon as it became midnight, they rang the bell, the Wall Street bell, opening bell of trading, so to speak, and talked about the business opportunities that are going to be here in the state of Washington. And then they popped the champagne, they passed around the champagne, and there were toasts all around, because it's not just about the freedom to be able to smoke pot if you want to smoke pot. It's about opportunity for the state of Washington. And let's come back live now. Here we have Jamin Shively and Alan Valdez. Jamin Shively is the businessman behind this opportunity, this Diego Pellicer high-end pot that they're hoping to open. But let's start with Alan, because Alan just came on board. Tell us what it is that you're going to do for the company and why. You're a Wall Street guy. Why are you here?
You know, I see a lot of venture capital groups and venture capital ideas, but this is really the great startup. It's not only a startup of a company, it's a startup of an industry. And it's going to be an industry that's going to sweep the country. It's like gambling. I mean, gambling started in Las Vegas, and now it's in like 42 states. Same here. Washington is really leading the nation in this, and it's going to sweep the nation. It really is. Its time has come. Its prohibition is over, and marijuana is going to be the new golden field here.
You're a businessman. Do you have any concerns because pot has been illegal for so long? Could that be a negative?
No, I don't think so. I mean, this ups it, actually. This makes pot safer. I mean, we're going to be dealing in high-quality growth pot stocks, marijuana stocks, rather. So, no, it's a good playing field. It makes it safer. It keeps kids out of it. It's it's a win-win for everyone.
It's a win-win for everyone. We'll see, because Washington is going to be in business very soon. Back to you guys.
Okay, Amy, thank you. Right now, recreational marijuana legal in the state, and people are gathering at a Seattle landmark to celebrate by lighting up in public. KIRO 7's Rick Price, live at the Space Needle. Rick?
Steve, let me step out of the way a little bit and let you see this scene here. This has been very interesting because when I first arrived here at about 11:30, there were maybe a dozen people or so. I would say at that point the journalists outnumbered the folks who were coming here to mark this occasion, and this crowd of probably at least 100, maybe a couple of hundred people has materialized just in the last, say, 15, 20 minutes or so. Someone is live streaming this in social media. People are smoking marijuana. It is quite obvious from the fragrance of it. And this is, as you noted, a little bit of a stretch of the law. It's supposed to be done in private, but the word went out on Twitter and Facebook earlier today that people could not possibly conceptualize of in Seattle anybody coming down hard on something like this as long as it was a mellow event. It is indeed that. People are milling around. They seem to be pretty happy, and they are definitely marking the fact that marijuana, as of this point in Washington State, is legal.
All right, Rick, thanks for that perspective. You're right, legal, up to an ounce of it, about 18 joints approximately. And now back to images from inside the King County Administration Building in downtown Seattle, where